Greetings, massive and crew. DJ ranking Izzoh. Arsenal season overview. The overall. We want to start with the summer signings. All starting with the summer signings, we're gonna look at the positions that we needed to address coming to this season. Based on last season, where we had drop-offs, the reason why we didn't finish in top 4. We didn't finish in top 4 last season because Fatih got injured. Elneny was brought in the team. We got an injury at the centre back. Rob Holding was brought in the team. Lacazette wasn't scoring goals as a striker. So we fall short of that. Coming to the summer signing, we needed to address these positions. And for me, we signed 5 players on the summer. Gabriel Jesus, Zenichenko, Matt Turner, Marquinhos, and Fabio Vieira. I'm not going to include Saliba on it because he was coming from loan. He hasn't played for Arsenal. So this season was his first season. So for me, it was like a new signing. Onto these players that were brought on, Zeni and Gabriel Jesus made an impact in the first team. They went straight to the first team. Even Saliba, I didn't like Fabio Vieira signing. For me, I thought that was a waste of money because I could see him. I didn't know him. I went to YouTube, watched his video, his compilations, but I said, nah. In this position where he's been brought on, for me, I saw him as a replacement for Odegaard or someone who can come on for Odegaard. And I thought we have Smith Rowe in that position based on last season. Unfortunately, Smith Rowe has been injured all this season. But for me, before the season started, I knew we had Smith Rowe that position and we didn't need a player to be signed there. A 35 million player, I thought that we needed to address Partey position, someone who could cover for Partey. But all in all, that was my opinion. The manager knows best. Marquinhos, for me, I thought he was just signed for the future. He's a kid. He wasn't coming to go straight to the first team. Matt Turner was coming as a replacement for Bedleno because Bedleno was sold. So for me, that window, I'm gonna rate it 7 out of 10 because I include Saliba on it because he came to the centre back and he changed it. Oh, now we got the team performance from the start of the season until January. That is 2022, the year 2022. The team started the season so well. Our first team, our first 11 was great. We didn't have Ramsdale, Ben White, Gabriel, Saliba, and Zinchenko on the defense side. On the midfield side, Partey, Granit Xhaka, Martin Odegaard. Good. On the attack, Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, Bukayo Saka. This team was late and they started this season on a high. They were slapping every team. And that was a good thing. The worry was, what if one player get an injury? What next? So we had a good start of the season. Moving to January, we thought that the team, the manager, and the club has seen that now we are going for the title. What can we do so that we can maintain this? We have an opportunity in January to fill up some gaps. Take the advantage of the fact that we are playing well. We got a good first 11. All we need is somebody who can come on when someone else is injured and we don't see a drop-off. Fair enough, they had an eye on Caicedo. They went for the deal. The deal was dragging. At last minute, they got Jorginho instead of Caicedo. I wasn't happy. I wasn't impressed by Jorginho signing, but he came on in few games. He proved me wrong. He played well. So credit to the club, credit to the manager, and credit to Jorginho. The signing that I was excited about was Leandro Trossard, because I knew he was a good player. I liked him at Brighton, and I knew he was going to add something to this team. And fair enough, he did it. He did it. He played well. He stepped in. And now, another signing that was just like a waste of money, but I understand it was for the future. Maybe that was Kivio. And for me, I can't blame the manager for making another signing at the centre back. Though on the right side, we only had Ben White fit for almost the rest of the season because Tomiyasu is always injured. So maybe in January, after they could bring someone, if they didn't want another centre back, they could have brought on another right back. So in case we got an injury at the centre back, we don't go back to Rob Holding the way we did last season. I respect Rob Holding, is an Arsenal player. I respect Mohamed El-Neni, the Arsenal players, but they're not good enough. The drop off, the way the team play, when they come on the team, it's not the same as we have the first team. So I thought that if they bring on another right back, in case of an injury at the centre back, Ben White can move back to the centre back and we get another right back. But all in all, the team played well. There were so disappointing matches through the season. First and foremost is losing away to Manchester United. I thought we had a control of that game. I thought we deserved to win that game. I was disappointed that we didn't win that game. Everton away at Goodison Park. I understand it was Sean Dyche's first game, new manager bounce, but still we deserved to win that game. So for me, for the start of the season, those are the two games that I was disappointed about. I'm still proud about the team because playing against a team like Liverpool, almost in 5 or 6 seasons, I think we have been gifting Liverpool 6 points every season. But this time round, we got 4 points from them. That's a massive achievement. That's a good improvement. North London Derby, it has always been, for the 4 seasons, the home team has always been the winning team. This time round, we got 6 points from Tottenham. That's massive. That's good. Kudos to the players, kudos to the manager, kudos to the club and the staff. This one, for me, was a statement. The only disappointing thing again was that this season, the team that was chasing us, Manchester City, did a double on us. We lost to them home and away, and we are competing with them. They got 6 points from us. That's something that we need to improve on. If we're going for the title next season, let's split the points or let's get a draw in both games. Don't let them get 6 points, because if you give to your rival 6 points, it's not easy for you to recover it. All in all, no lost. And now I'm gonna move to the Arsenal player of the season. For me, I got few nominees: Gabriel Jesus, I got Martinelli, I got Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, Saliba, and honorable mention of Granit Xhaka. The guy had a good season, a great season. This was his best season on Arsenal shirt. But for me, my vote goes to Martin Odegaard. I know Bukayo Saka had a great season. He has been our player of the season for 2 seasons in a row. Arno Martinelli was our top scorer. He was playing well. But the reason I'm going to give Odegaard, he was given the captain armband. And I thought that this kid could lead the team. I was surprised. He was stepping in some games. He was scoring goals. He was leading by example. And for me, with Humbert on your being the leader of Arsenal Football Club, the captain. I know the pressure was too high for him, but he handled it. He scored goals when it matters. And for me, you are my Arsenal player of the season. Big up yourself, Martin Odegaard. We go again next season. On to the manager. You did well this season. I'm going to give you a rating of 9 out of 10. Your tactics were right. Your formation were right. The team management, game management, everything you got right until towards the end of the season is when things went wrong. But we understand we got some injuries. So you want to overthink, overdo things. But all in all, you did great this season, Mikel Arteta. Big up yourself. Now, we're going to move on to what we are looking at next season. Players that need to leave this season. I think players that are on loan, Pepe, Niles, Nuno Tavares, Lokonga. I would like the club to sell them. Because for me, they are not good for Arsenal Football Club. We need to move on away from them, get new players in, and see what we can do this season with other players added to this first team. I don't want to see our first team players leaving or getting sold, but the players that were on loan, it's time for them to move. I will include Fabio Vieira in that list, but I think it's too early for him. It's just one season, but I feel like he need to go on loan so we can see what he can do on loan. There are players who are on loan also who just need to play like Balogun. For me, I think I will keep him and sell Eddie. But looking at Eddie's wages, I don't think there's any club that will come and buy him. So I think that the club will sell Balogun and keep Eddie, but still I need a striker next season. A striker who can score goals, a striker who can push Gabriel Jesus. I need a cover for Partey. I know the gauge is there, but for me, I still need a cover for Partey. If Granit Xhaka leave, we need a replacement for Granit Xhaka. Right back, we need a new signing there. Yes, Ben White has been good this season at right back. Tomiyasu is injury prone. And for me, I will sell him. Wolves is a liability. Availability is the best ability. And Tomiyasu is a liability now. And we need another right back. And left back, I'm happy if we could keep Kieran Tierney. I love Tierney. Kieran Tierney, I love him. He's a good defender. He's a good player. But if the club decide to move him on, they need to bring on a replacement. It's time for people like Rob Holding and Lenny also to leave the club. We need to bring people on. The drop-off we get when we play Rob Holding or the defense is massive. It's costly. So we need to move him on and bring on some players in that position so that next season, if we start good, we end good. We don't drop off. We got a Champions League to play for. The rotation might be done, might be needed, but you don't need a drop off. You don't need to play a player that doesn't worry the position. So next season or this summer, we need to address some positions, move on from other players, but refresh the team. The first 11 should stick together because they are good. They are great. Leandro Trossard, you're great. Jorginho, he can have you as a backup, as a squad player. For me, Jorginho is a squad player. We don't need to rely on him as starting. So, all in all, I'm going to rate Arsenal overall performance as 8 out of 10. The reason why I'm going 8 out of 10 is because we failed to finish the job. We didn't win in the Premier League, not because of Man City, but because of us. There are games we lost that we were not supposed to lose. But also, there are games we won that we were not supposed to win. Gifting Man City 6 points was not good enough because they are our rivals. So I'm going to give this season 8 out of 10. Another reason for giving it that is because we went out of every cup. We were playing one game a week, but still we couldn't finish the job. So, Arsenal, that's a great performance. We had a great season. Let's make it better next season. Please subscribe. I'm DJ Ranking Izzoh.